Hi, this is Mike Lipkin. I'm in Toronto and it's the first week after Labor Day and it's time to be lucky. You know why? Because luck stands for laboring under correct knowledge. You see, there are two kinds of labor. The first holds one back, weighs one down, and wears one out. This is the kind of labor that gives work a bad name and makes us long for Friday after a week that has been too long. The second kind of labor is what I am all about. It's physical and cerebral work in pursuit of a meaningful goal. It is productive activity that delivers measurable results. It's the execution of a personal mission that is exciting and exacting. Someone who loves their labor finds it that much easier to love everything else. And yet all the research says it's getting harder and harder to love one's work. According to the most recent Gallup poll, 52% of Americans believe that economic conditions are poor. 76% believe they are getting worse. 45% believe that they are struggling. 33% think their health is suffering. Less than half say they are happy. In Canada, the 2011 Environic Social Values Monitor revealed that almost 60% of Canadians do not consider their jobs secure. 42% believe their jobs are even less secure than 2010, and 48% are dissatisfied with their financial situation. As president of Environics Lipkin, one of Canada's leading motivation companies, I've seen a widespread disengagement of people from their jobs over the past 3 years. We've all been rocked by the Great Recession and the tepid recovery. While unemployment is around 7% in Canada and 9% in America, underemployment may be double those figures. Reorgs, cutbacks, and product or market withdrawals are rampant. Confusion may be the order of the day. Thomas Friedman, writing in the New York Times on August 28, 2011, expressed our global inflection point beautifully. I quote, "The European Union is cracking up. The Arab world is cracking up. China's growth model is under pressure, and America's credit-driven capitalist model has suffered a warning heart attack and needs a total rethink. Recasting any one of these alone would be huge. Doing all four at once when the world has never been more interconnected is mind-boggling. We are once again present at the creation. But of what? What are you creating that will make a difference, leave a legacy, add value, or create happiness? How are you finding the meaning that motivates you to be magical? Yes, magical. That's when you create a solution or experience for others that captivates, charms, and empowers them to be extraordinary. Now here's the good news. Through the 2011 Environic Social Values Monitor, one of Canada's leading syndicated research studies, we have identified the 7 most powerful trends that you can leverage to create your own personal magic. Each trend reflects a movement on values that drive people at the deepest level. The biggest trend of all is introspection and empathy. It's grown 54% since 2009. It's the need to examine one's actions and find meaning in one's life while understanding others at a deeper level. It's a move away from judgment and intolerance to acceptance and appreciation. There is an interdependence between self-discovery and external connection. Introspection can only occur through others because they are a mirror into ourselves. In the face of exponential change, no one person has the perfect answer. It takes a combined action to find the solution. So go within by reaching out. The next biggest trend is new social responsibility and community involvement. This trend is defined as a deep feeling of belonging to one's community and a pronounced feeling of social responsibility where mutual assistance plays a key role. It's also a measure of interest in what is happening in one's neighborhood, city, or region. This trend is up by 49% since 2009. There is an understanding that being alone will make you even more vulnerable. Call it the new social cocooning, where like-minded networks enable their members to adapt and thrive. So join or form your own groups and become known as a valuable contributor to them. The third biggest trend is social learning and cultural fusion. This is an attraction to and interest in diversity. It's a feeling that there is a great deal to learn from people different to you. Diversity is perceived as a source of personal enrichment and a way to satisfy one's hunger for discovery and exploration. It's up 41% over the past 2 years. The influx of immigrants and the explosion of social media is expanding the scope and scale of our conversations. The best insights may come from the most unlikely places. At Environics, we also see a direct correlation between financial success and being outward looking, being connected, committed, and open to others' point of view. The fourth biggest trend is vitality and effort for health. This is a sense that one has an abundance of energy and that one is connected to this energy. It also measures a commitment to transform one's lifestyle through exercise and radical changes to one's diet. Half the Canadian and American populations are over the age of 40, and there is a rapidly rising awareness of the power of lifestyle to enhance one's well-being. This phenomenon is combining with a recovery from the chronic fatigue of the past 3 years. People are adapting to the new realities. There is a rise in demand for people and resources that enhance one's well-being. Optimism and feeling good is so 2012. Being pessimistic and cynical is so 2008. Deliver on other people's dreams and you will make good on yours. The next biggest trend is rejection of authority and support for government involvement. This is a rejection of unquestioning respect and deference to those in authority. It's also a questioning of the institutions for which we may work. The pursuit of efficiency may be mutually exclusive to our well-being. This trend is up 49% since 2009. But here's a fascinating counter-trend: support for government involvement. This is a confidence in government's ability to positively affect how society works. It's a tendency to believe that the government performs a socially beneficial function. And this trend is up 35% since 2009. At a time where surprise is the order of the day and no one has a clear route map to success, people are skeptical about the leadership ability of their boss or management teams, but we all appreciate the role of government in guiding us through the crises. The sixth biggest trend is equality of the sexes. This is a desire to transcend social stereotypes and see an end to discrimination. It's a commitment to eliminating all differences between men and women in the family, culture, and the economy. And this trend is up 32% since 2009. It's also a measure of the rising influence of women. The Environics Social Values Monitor shows that women are far better equipped to handle change than men. They score higher on idealism, courage, and sociability. Call it the feminization of society. After a brutal crisis, there is a great demand for nurturing, caring, friendship, and tenderness, all traditionally female traits. So, if you are a woman, this is your time. If you are a man, learn from a woman. The seventh biggest trend is pursuit of originality and personal creativity. This is a need to demonstrate one's individuality and use one's imagination and creative talents in daily life, both at work and at play. This trend has grown by 24% since 2009. It's fueled by the rise in personal energy and creative opportunities enhanced by technology and the social media. It's also driven by the need to experiment and explore new ways of being and living. We are all new immigrants in this new society, carving our path through the wilderness. So that's it for now. It's time to get to work. Adapt to the trends and create some of your own. Go first. You may just be the one that others have been waiting for.